the cover.
Yeah, that's dope.
That's so cool.
It's
You
crazy.
can see like the creasing on the eye. That's really cool.
Yeah. Well, okay.
Another bag.
Another bag.
Looks How many books did you get?
I don't know how many books I got, but I got 15 bags at the bag sale. So $6 a bag. It was like whatever it was, 84 bucks or something like that. So I think they gave me one bag for free. So filled up most of the back of the truck so far, and we're off to the next place.
And what are they doing next week?
They're doing another bag sale and they're restocking the whole warehouse. So I might go again.
Okay, now time to find a Goodwill.
Yeah. Check this out. I'm just scrolling through these books. La 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 la. Oh, look what I find right there. What? I never find the cipher. Oh my gosh, I'm stoked. I'm gonna check. What if it was signed? That'd be insane. It's not. Okay. But still. Dang. That's a find. Fine there, Sage. Someone's happy.
It's so chunky. And I got a doof.
Gigantic. So that looks like our little boxer that we have. And a massive squishmallow. What the heck?
It's got a tag on it still, too.
That's cool. Good find. When we at?
Number 3.
Thrift store 3?
Thrift store? Yeah.
Thrift store 4?
Thrift store 3.
Thrift store 3.
The thrift store 3.
And we're going to the Goodwill bins right now.
Yeah.
Alright, this might suck, so we'll see.
Let's see what it is.
What did we find?
3 huge bags of...
I don't think we can get them.
Can you see?
I don't think we can see them very well. I can't, sort of.
3 huge bags of DVDs and a Chewbacca backpack.
Chewbacca backpack.
Chewy!
And some cons.
Wait.
Some Converse. Oh, are you getting the Chewy? Sorry.
Yeah, it's
Sorry,
cool.
had to.
Some cool Converse. They're
Cool
back there
Converse,
somewhere.
can't get it. Okay. Anyways, a bunch of horror DVDs and that, which is why I grabbed a lot of those. And a bunch of, what are they? TV series show collections that are be worth some dinero. So, on to the next one. Giant Superstore.
Number 4. Superstore number 4.
Superstore number 4. What are we at now? What number is this?
Number 8.
8. 8th Goodwill.
The last one sucked
The
though.
last one was doo-doo. Kind of piling up back there.
You croc. Let's go.
Yeah. Right.
Poison.
Goose goes poison. Right.
My spinach.
Anyways. Kind of piling up. Right.
Got a lot of yarn.
Got a lot of yarn for Sage to crochet with. And we've been to like a butt ton of thrift stores, so I think we're gonna go like maybe 2 or 3 more, and then that's.
We should go to 2 more, so then it's 10.
So it's 10 even, because you're weird like that. Okay, we probably go to 11 then. All right,
No!
see ya. Look what I found. So if you guys remember, I have been talking about this big warehouse sale that I go to like once or twice a year in Sacramento. I got to go this past weekend, and I was able to pick up, it's a fill a bag sale. So pretty much you fill a bag and it's $6 a bag. So you can get as many as you want, whatever. I ended up with 15 bags. I think they discounted me 1 bag, and so whatever that is, it's like 80 something bucks. I can math. I think it was like $86 or $84 or something like that. And it's $84.43. Before we get all the way into it, it's time to take a moment and have a little chat. Just a brief moment of Your time is all I ask. And maybe that subscription button would be great. I would just appreciate that. Now, when we hit 1,000 subs, we're going to have a big giveaway auction on Whatnot. If you're not familiar with Whatnot, it's an online platform where you can bid on books. And you can find out more about it below. There's going to be a link. You get a free $15 for signing up the first time. And you can buy whatever you want with that $15. So when we already hit over 1,000 on Whatnot, 1,000 followers, and part of the deal was when we hit 1,000 there and 1,000 on YouTube, I was going to do an all giveaway show with signed books and all different genres, horror, fantasy, sci-fi. That's kind of what I deal in. And those are going to be free for everybody who's part of that giveaway show. So keep an eye out as we get closer to 1,000 subs on YouTube. That show will be popping up. So why did I launch into that? I don't know, but I did. So let's get into the actual important part of the video, the part that you're all here for, books. The part that you care about more than me. Okay, just kidding. You are all wonderful, lovely people. All right, first book, Back to the Future 3, movie tie-in, Craig Shaw Gardner. I do have this one. I just grabbed it anyway. Someone may want it. That'll be available on Whatnot. Grab this little set. I don't know if it's complete. I don't know anything about it. It is the by David Field, called the Medieval Saga series. Here's the spines. Here's the front covers. So this one is The Road to Cunimede. The Road to Cunimede. The Lion of Anjou. Lions are better in Anjou, if you ask me. And Uncible War. And Traitor's Arrow. So they look like they take place in England. Yeah, Gee, Captain Obvious. A thrilling adventure set in Norman England. Wow, you are a master of observation. Wandor's Ride by Rolling Green. Mission to Moluccan by Alan Dean Foster. Good old ADF. The Dean. The Foss. Everything I've read by Foster I've enjoyed so far. So, all right, we got Faust. Jack Faust, a novel by Michael Swanwick. And that name, I've heard Swanwick a bunch. I just can't place where I've read Swanwick. Probably in a short story collection, I'm guessing. I'm not sure, but big hardcover. It's got deckled edges on it. It's kind of neat looking book. I haven't looked up any of these to know if they're of value or anything like that. Just thought it was cool, so I grabbed it. The Swarm by Frank Schatzing. And I chose to read The Stand instead of this one. I just had a little more desire to read The Stand. But I do want to read this. I have heard nothing about the show other than when it came out, like a tiny bit when it came out, but I haven't heard any hype about it or anything, so I'm wondering if it sucked. But this is a big old thick boy, 900 pager. I also got The Immortals by James Gunn. James Gunn wrote a few different novels, but he mostly did edits and short stories and stuff like that. So that's a cool one. Another part of Wandor's Journey by Roland Green. So apparently this goes along with that last one. I don't know what order or where those fit in, but I'll keep them together. And those should be available on Whatnot. Terminally Illin. But I literally know nothing about this, but it says cancer is not funny, cancer is hilarious. I'm guessing this is a way to teach people about cancer in a funny, humorous way. Making that statement's kind of a little much. Especially if you've had people you know or are very close to that have died of cancer. I get the idea, and since I have a sense of humor, I can handle that. And I know it's supposed to be edgy and catchy. But I could see how that might get this person in trouble a little bit with our cancel culture. That offended me. You can't say cancer is funny. I lost my cat to cancer. 30 Days of Night, the Bloodsucker Tales. I have all the 30 Days of Night comics, the complete collection. I really enjoy 30 Days of Night. I love the movies. But I did not have any of the graphic novels. So I went ahead and threw this one in as well. That'll be probably for me to keep. A lot of these, like I said, are going to be on whatnot. I don't know about this one. Just looked cool. Pride of Baghdad. But this is looks like a Pride of Lions. So pretty cool. 95% of this being edited. Starlight 2. It is a anthology collection, hardcover. By the way, one of the upcoming What Shot Knows. By the way, one of the upcoming Whatnot shows is going to be a show just filled with anthologies or collections of short stories, things like that. So if you like those kind of things, which I do, you might want to be a part of that one. Another L. Ron Hubbard's Riders of the Future. There was, no joke, probably 30 of these there. And I think I only grabbed 1 or 2 because I already have like 5 or 6 of them. And they just kind of have been sitting on my shelf forever. Another short story collection, Nebula Award Showcase 2000. Edited by Gregory Benford. Quite a bunch. Quite a few.
3 hours later.
Can you move it along? I'm all out of time cards.
There's a lot of good authors in that. The Furthest Horizon. Sci-fi Adventures to the Far Future edited by Gardner Dozois. And this has a lot of vintage sci-fi authors. Aldous, Anderson, Haldeman, Moorcock, Pohl, Silverberg, Cordwainer Smith, Tiptree Jr., Vance, so Gene Wolfe. A lot of those well-known household names. All right, here is the next. Return of the Dinosaurs, edited by Mike Resnick and Greenberg. Several good authors in that one as well. Immortals by Jack Dan, edited by Jack Dan and Gardner Dozois. So Brian Aldiss, Damon Knight, Silverberg, Vance, another collection of awesome authors. And these short story collections are just fantastic. Harry Turtledove. I think they're all this is all short stories by Harry Turtledove. Counting Up and Counting Down. New Hugo Winners Volume 4. Shadows of Fear. Has Heinlein in it. Lovecraft. Not 2 names I ever thought really I'd see together. Peter Straub in there. And I'm sure there's a couple others. There's probably 1 or 2 others in here. Maybe 3. Silverberg in there. Didn't expect that either. So, cool little collection. Gateways, edited by Greenberg. So, has authors in it. Another Part of the Galaxy. 6 Far Out Voyages. Leave Earth behind and come explore another part of the galaxy. Edited by Groff Conklin. So it has Paul Anderson, Edgar Pangborn, and Eric Frank Russell in there. Some good ones. Far Horizons hardcover, edited by Silverberg. This is a good one. This one has Dan Simmons in it, Silverberg, Greg Bear, Benford, Nancy Kress in there. Let's see who else is on here. Ursula Le Guin, McCaffrey, Orson Scott Card, David Brin. So there's quite a few in that one. Star Trek Mirror Universe. This is a short story collection from the Star Trek series. And let's see if there's anybody I know in this one. No, probably not. I don't really know Star Trek. Okay, so not one I'm familiar with. Oh, 3 matching Matching set, Star Trek universe. Look at that. Boom, boom, boom. So, Mirror Universe, Glass Empires, Mirror Universe, Obsidian Alliances, Mirror Universe, Shards, and Shadows. So that's pretty slick. I don't know if those have any value. I'll have to look those up. Those, if they're not stupid expensive and they're going on eBay, then they'll be on Whatnot. Year's Best SF4. Riders of the Future, Hubbard. This one's edited by Algis Budrys, so that's kind of cool. And there's quite a few great authors. 7 Trips Through Time and Space, edited by Conklin. This one actually has Cordwainer Smith in it, Larry Niven, which I don't really find Larry Niven in short story collections too often. Frank Herbert is in this one, H. Beam Piper. So there's quite a few in that as well. I don't know anything about this one. I just grabbed it because it looked sort of cool. So, Those About to Die by Daniel Mannix. Just thought it was kind of neat looking, so I grabbed it. Best sci-fi of the year, number 6, and this I just sold. Best sci-fi of the year 1 and 2, I think, and I also had number 4, I believe. So number 6 going up here pretty soon. Has Dames. I can really speak today. Has James Tiptree Jr. in here. Christopher Priest, Harlan Ellison is in there. John Varley, Isaac Asimov. Year's Best SF number 3. So Gene Wolfe, Silverberg in that one. I'm also very excited that I found this $9.99 novellas, novelettes, and short stories. And so there's a short in here by William Peter Blatty. Neil Gaiman's in there, Stephen King, David Morrell. Let's see, Ramsey Campbell's in there, Thomas Ligotti, Gene Wolfe, Joyce Carol Oates, Joe Lansdale, Thomas Dish even making the cut in here, Edward Bryant, Edward Lee in here, Bentley Little, Chet Williamson. So there's just chock full, and I actually have this copy for myself already, and it is signed on the inside by Tim Powers and Harlan Ellison, which is crazy. And I found that one randomly at, I believe, at a thrift store. Here's another of the Riders of the Future, number 31. World Treasury of Science Fiction, edited by David G. Hartwell. And it is actually 2 of the exact same copies. All right, we also got Science Fiction Best of 2003. And you can really not see the cover very well on that one. Another L. Ron Hubbard, Riders of the Future. Got a copy of War of the Worlds. Kind of looks like a little independently published one. Which I didn't know you could do. Can you just publish it since it's public domain? Can you just make a copy of War of the Worlds yourself and have it published? Is that doable? All right, found some Dan Simmons, The Fifth Heart, a novel. I've never seen this from Dan Simmons. So kind of looks like a Sherlock's. He likes bagels too. Looks like a Sherlock Holmes type story to me. But figured I'd grab it since I have a lot of the old Sim. Joseph Conrad, Heart of Darkness and Secret Sharer. So classic, Signet classic. That one's got a Goodwill sticker on it. I thought these were pretty cool. William Shakespeare's The Jedi Doth Return. William Shakespeare's Star Wars, Verily, A New Hope. And these are in great little condition here. And another copy of Verily, A New Hope. So I just thought those were kind of cool looking. I don't know if I want to read Shakespeare's version of Star Wars, but, you know, why not? Elwood, The Vault. Elwood. The Hybrian Series, Book 1. Spinrad, Riding the Torch. And then it shows novels by Spinrad on the back. A little author photo. This coat of many colors there. And this looks very independently published as well. There's no spacing on the on the front. There's no flyleaf. There's no information on the inside. Okay. Flashing rainbows from his skin-tight mirror suit. Probably going to put that one on Whatnot. All right, found a copy of Twilight Watch. Good thing I just ordered these for myself. I want to read all these at some point, and I think there's 6 or 7 of them in this series that I have. There may even be more, but Twilight Watch is one of them. I don't remember what order they go in. I think that's, oh yeah, it says book 3. Twilight's book 3. I think Night Watch is book 1, and Day Watch is book 2. So 2 copies of those. Those will be available on Whatnot. Lilith St. Crow's The Red Plague Affair and The Iron Worm Affair. So 2 nice little trade paperbacks. They're very clean. The Swordswoman by Jessica Amanda Salmonson. And exactly what you think would be on the back cover is exactly what is on the back cover. So whatever you're picturing right now, guaranteed you're going to be satisfied. Ready? Here's what it is. What the Narnia just happened right there? So I don't know what in the world that has to do with that, but if you want to read it and find out, sign up today on Whatnot. Book 1 of the White Rabbit Chronicles, Alice in Zombieland. I've never heard of this until now, and I'm going to read it. And the next one is Through the Zombie Glass. Yes, please. Yes, please. I'm reading tons of zombie novels right now, so I want to do a top 10 zombie video. Like, what are the top 10 zombie books? So I'm reading as many as I can. Alternatives. Michael McDowell. Michael McDowell. However you say it. Good reflection there. You're really getting a really just clear shot of that cover. I mean, here, let's make it even better. There. Is that good? You can see exactly. I am the best at YouTube. Here we go. Drood by Dan Simmons. We were actually just talking about this the other day on Whatnot, talking about all the Dan Simmons books, and I had said I don't really hear anybody talk about Drood. They talk about a lot of his other stuff, but Drood is one that I don't hear much about. It is a super duper fat boy. It is a chunky one, but the swarm is still bigger. 773 pages in this bad boy. I do have a copy of that one, so I will pass that one along on Whatnot. I'm tired. We're 34 minutes in. When this is edited down, when I take everything out that I shouldn't say on camera, it'll probably be at like 10 minutes. But I've been going for 35. The Adventures of Stainless Steel Rat. Pow! By Harry Harrison. I have a ton of these. I have yet to read one, but this one contains the Stainless Steel Rat, Stainless Steel Rat's Revenge, and Stainless Steel Rat Saves the World. I would guess those are the first 3 in the series, but there are a lot of Stainless Steel Rat books, and they're supposed to be pretty fun. The Stainless Steel Rat Returns. Oh, it's not part of that one. There is a martini glass that looks like the universe with a toothpick skewering a pig. Poor Wilbur. Joe Haldeman. Starbound by Joe Haldeman. A Marsbound novel. I didn't like Forever War, so I don't really intend on reading Joe Haldeman. So I'll pass that one along. Joe Haldeman, Old 20th. I might read this because this is a short story collection. James P. Hogan, Thrice Upon a Time. Thrice Upon a Yesteryear. Voyage from Yesteryear. I must have read that subliminally, popped in my head right there. without noticing. Apocalypse Now by Charlie Human. The other this isn't the same guy I have those other books by. That guy's Charlie Hunan, I think. Hunnan. But Charlie Human, Apocalypse Now. Some Resi, Mikey Rez, Paradise. The Glory Game by Keith Laumer. This one feels like it has a split too. Does it? No, it's okay. Yep, nope, there it is. There it is, I found it. Right there. It's splitting a little bit. A very cool copy of the Martian Chronicles. It is not cut properly on the edge though. You can see where the press pinched it but didn't cut it. Probably a dull blades on the press. Out of Time by Aaron King. This looks independently published as well. It is cover design by Kirsten Brooks. Don't know who that is, but speaking of cover design, if you guys need cover design done, one of the awesome guys here on YouTube, as well as part of the Discord. Oh, you didn't know there was a Discord? There's a Discord. You should sign up so we can chat. Anyways, he does graphic art and translation, and if you are writing a book or you need a cover, reach out. Okay, this is by Night Riders Publishing. Make sure you reach out so you can get some awesome cover art done. All right, Nate. It's Kate's brother. Nate Kenyon, finalist for the Bram Stoker Award, The Reach. 47 North Publishing. I don't know. I'm not familiar with that one. I have a thing for independent published type stuff lately, or stuff that's not super well known. Wow, the page edges on this are huge. Jiminy crickets. Could have wrote a whole nother novel in there. Okay, so the print's super small and the page edges are massive. All right, Berserker Base. This is a collaborative novel by Paul Anderson, Edward Bryant, Stephen Donaldson, Larry Niven, Fred Saberhagen, Connie Willis, and Roger Zelazny. Part of Fred Saberhagen's Berserker series, I guess. I have a just absolute butt ton of his Berserker series too. So if you guys are after those. Slow Regard of Silent Things by Patrick Rothfuss. Signed? Negative. And honestly, I don't remember where this one goes. If I was ever going to read a fantasy series, it would probably be this one, even though everybody says don't do it because you'll be ultimately disappointed because he will not write the final novel and everybody's pissed at him. So you'll get to it, you'll want it, and you won't get it. So maybe I won't read that one. I don't know. Berserker Base again. I'll probably read Lord of the Rings or something. Wandor's Flight by Rolling Green. I'm going to put this back with the other Rolling Greens I had already. The two that match that one. Time Enough for Love by Heinlein. And what the picture is that? There are two people morphing out of dude's body. I've read a couple Heinleins, and they're middle of the road for me. They're mid-tier. Out of the Silent Planet, C.S. Lewis, part of his Space Trilogy series that I definitely want to read. Is there an ad in here? Is that what's going on? There is not an ad. There is a very rigid page in the middle, like almost cardstock. That's strange. That's really weird. Okay. And it's got some crinkly, and it's starting to separate there a little bit. I'll try and fix that up as best as possible. Dean Ing, The Big Lifters. This is actually a really cool story. It's about Arnold Schwarzenegger's rise to fame as he built a name for himself out on Muscle Beach and grew in his... I'm just kidding. I don't know what that's about. Okay, we have a Magic the Gathering Bloodlines. Pretty much anytime I see Magic the Gathering or a Wizard of the Coast or things like that, I usually grab them or at least look them up. I didn't have time to look stuff up as I was just chucking stuff in bags and using my daughter for slave labor to send the bags back to the warehouse. I just threw it in there because I thought it might be worth something. Farnham's Freehold by Heinlein. Farnham. And there is a nudie lady on there. A dude with a mohawk. Bloodlines by Tanya Huff. I actually have a full collection of these ones by Tanya Huff. It's a full, I think it's a 2-volume omnibus. I think there's 6 total. I found another copy of Alma Katsu's The Hunger. In the last video, I had never, not once found an Alma Katsu. I found 2, and now I've found a 3rd. That seems to be the case when you're looking for a book, you can't find it, then all of a sudden you start finding it everywhere. I don't know why that is. It's the law of book buying, but it's just the way that it goes. The Daylight to Madness, Jennifer Ann Gordon, another kind of independently published looking novel here. If I pause between every word, it sounds more effective. Dillhole, another one, same kind of independently published type thing. Guardians of the Sun Star and Moon Star. By the way, if you are a writer and you want me to read and review a book, feel free to let me know. If I have it, I'll do it. If not, you can either send it to me or I'll purchase it. Another copy, Daylight Madness. I'm going to clear some space again. This next bag, I think, is mostly, actually, V.C. Andrews, which sometimes I'll pick up, sometimes not worth it. And this one is Seeds of Yesterday, Virginia Andrews. After V.C. Andrews died, they passed on the mantle, I guess, to Andrew Niederman, who continued to write as V.C. Andrews. So her books have been, V.C. Andrews' books have been published constantly since that time. And it's actually been written by Andrew Niederman. So in case you didn't know that, now you do. So for example, this one says, following the death of Virginia Andrews, the Andrews family worked with a carefully selected writer, Andrew Niederman, it doesn't say that in this book though, to organize and complete Virginia Andrews's stories and to create additional novels, of which this is one, inspired by her storytelling genius. So a lot of V.C. Andrews stuff is not written by V.C. Andrews. It's just taking her ideas and stories and carrying them on. So this one's Ruby, Pearl in the Midst, Hidden Jewel, and Garden of Shadows, Shooting Star, Tarnished Gold, Seeds of Yesterday, Peekaboo cover, Peekaboo, a creepy boo. If you're new around these parts, these are called, I think, die cuts, technical term, but my daughter calls them peekaboo. So we have forever since used the term peekaboo when referring to a step back or a die cut cover. If There Be Thorns. That's it. Oh, nope. Flowers in the Attic. I think that's the last of the V.C. Andrews that I grabbed. I also grabbed Orsinian Tales by Ursula K. Le Guin. And this great vintage copy. It is a Bantam. Does have a little bit of corner wear on there, but it's not too bad. This one is Macroscope by Piers Anthony, and I don't really grab Piers Anthony that much. I look for 2 books from Piers Anthony all the time. One is called The Magic Fart. Yes, you heard that right. It is called The Magic Fart by Piers Anthony. The dude wrote a book about a magical fart. Okay? And the other one is called Pornocopia with a P, not a C. He's not writing about a vegetable basket. He is writing... Oh, I'll let you figure that one out. Okay, but this one, Macroscope, I've never seen before, and I thought it looked really cool. So I grabbed it. Larry Niven, Achilles' Choice. This is also co-written with Stephen Barnes. Oath of Fealty by Larry Niven and Purnell, who wrote a lot of stuff together. Hey, so jumping in here, I'm going to have to cut the video at this point because it is just way too long. It's about 2.5 hour video that I'm editing down, and I don't think you guys want to sit through an 1.5 hour long video and watch something. So I'm going to go ahead and at least split it in half, maybe thirds. And I thought I'd just throw this at the end there as I'm cleaning off my shelves, just to kind of transition out a little bit. I ended up doing a little video in time lapse of the top portion where I cleaned off and put all my Stephen King books and everything else up there just to make it all nice for once. It's been pretty trashed, and I've just been, kind of throwing stuff here and there to make it, fit on the shelves. And so I figured, you know what, might be kind of fun, just do a little time lapse. So I'm going to go ahead and leave this with you guys, and you can finish this off, and then I'll have the other video out shortly once I'm done editing another 1/2 hour or so's worth of content. So appreciate you guys. Thank you so much for watching, and talk to you soon.